Hello and welcome to another deck guide. This is Ciri Nova's Cache. It's a hidden cache syndicate list. I've had a couple requests for some syndicate decks and some Nova decks, so I thought I would combine the two. Now this is a pretty juicy list because we're circling around Ciri Nova, obviously. We're tutoring Ciri Nova with Alzur's Double Cross. Apart from that, I also have Vivaldi Bank as a tutor. If I do have Ciri in hand, I can also use Alzur's Double Cross to pull Savola, and Savola is some great point slam. In this deck, we are running quite a few engines that rely on the Horde benefit. We have Von Herst, Saul, of course. We have Sewer Raiders, which will thin based on the Horde. And we also have our Passiflora Peaches, all great engines. And a pretty good balance of, I think, removal, tall removal, engines, and consistent control. So we are controlling, of course, with Thunder, but we do have the Fistech Trafficker, which is great for some poison, but it can also give us some coins if we're in a pinch. And we do also run Curse of Corruption for tall removal, Flying Redanian just to benefit from that thinning and the carryover, Bekker's Dark Mirror, which is consistently playing for full value, doing some tall removal, and Glorious Hunt, which is a sneaky little removal that I sometimes like to include. Now, Glorious Hunt, if my opponent has first say, uses the stratagem, I'm happy to use Glorious Hunt and kind of put some pressure on. Even if I do lose that round, it does encourage my opponent to make some commitments in the first round. And of course, Surrender, just against a Lippy deck, beautiful. We can usually run this for a full 18 points. The Dire Mutated Hound, nice little engine piece. And beyond that, some Ciri Nova action. This is a lot of fun. If you do like this deck, and you're able to, I would appreciate if you go on the Gwent website and upvote this deck. It really helps to generate some viewership. I appreciate everybody who's commented and the consistent viewers. This is a pretty cool process. And apart from that, I hope you enjoy. Okay, Deathwish, potentially a Vi deck. I'm surprised people are still spamming this deck. Okay, so a little bit of removal. 1 poison, 2 poison. He can consume them quickly, so let's get rid of our Urchin. We'll get rid of the Raider. A couple Fistechs. Not a lot of pointage here, just some removal. But this Bekker's is going to be good, so we'll stick with that for now. Oops.
Longships are overrated.
Just in case it's a little bit more conventional, Overwhelming Hunger. I don't want to lose Saul to an Imperial Manticore or a Pred Dive.
My collection's pride. Ever witnessed anything?
Let's get another engine happening here. Okay, we'll stop there. Now playing into something like a Werecat, But let's deny that. And if my opponent plays one more, I think I might be able to pass. I'm up at this point 25. Okay, so you can get this and hit that simultaneously. I think that's a decent cue to pass right there. So that was good to play around the Imperial Manticore. Now, with that, he may not be playing a Herquax. Hopefully not. That's good. Let's look at my Ciri, and I can potentially get Savola out. What's my proactive play here? Let's dump a Trafficker. We'll start off with that, I think. Whoop, whoop. Maybe that was overkill, but it is going to get Boat out.
Many of ours have died of late. Father's despair.
Remove his cowl, then his ears!
So I do have card advantage at the moment. Let's get Ciri out.
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt.
Just in case he was playing a Herquax. Let's play it out. I'm going to push.
No one can stop the Salamandra! No one!
It does take Von Herst off for one turn. But I do have some pretty good cards here. I have Bekker's in hand, and I also have Curse of Corruption in hand. And with the poison, I can, even if he gets the Consume off Navai, so we've got a curse right now. Let's just let's just poison this.
Yes,
Just to get our Von Herst working again. And that is going to pull a Spender, which is going to be good for us. Or one of our engines. Okay, we'll poison that.
That one, he venerates not the fire.
Okay, I think this is a good Bekker's, to be honest.
You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
Okay, what from here could I grab in Vivaldi's bank? Let's give it a go anyways. We're going to push.
Trickery. Treachery.
Okay, so we're up some pretty good pointage here. Now, it would make sense to consume that. Either way, I can kill it.
The moon brighter shines.
And we'll use our coinage here. Okay.
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
Now, why would he do that after I've passed?
We dance. For young is the night.
Well, that's a good game. I'm surprised people are still playing Vi. Alright, some alchemies.
Or me!
Maybe it's a Phoenix deck. That'd be nice to see. More likely a draw discard. Maybe a Ceres. Okay, we'll get rid of Flying Redanian. Good, good. Spender. I need the coins, don't I? So, and this will be good. I'm gonna stick with that for now. I don't have access to my big draws yet, unfortunately, but I can do a bit thinning. Now, what is going to work with armor? I think I'd like to get my engines happening to begin.
Any diamonds for little old me?
Now, my opponent may elect to let that go for a moment.
Cut my paws off, I bite you to death.
Okay. I don't want to commit too heavily into this, because it looks like my opponent would like to commit pretty seriously, so I'm just going to put another Peaches down.
Think you can keep up with the Novigrad lass?
Now this makes me think Arnagad. Let's see if we find ourselves a Sucrus. That's a good engine piece. Let's do some thinning. This will profit 3. We still can't get boat out just yet, so we'll just get rid of this. We could use Defender to get boat out, but I'm not gonna worry about that.
Shite. Map's upside down again.
Maybe I should have played Mutated Hound, actually. I do have a pretty decent surrender potentially happening here. Let's get the Hound happening. We'll just see what he does. I don't want my opponent to have the round too easily, that's for sure.
One who is blind can yet see.
Okay, let's not spend. Kind of a strange stratagem. Let's see what my opponent does here. Now he could be playing something like an Igni. Or sorry, Yurden. Well, that's good to get that out now, isn't it? And this will work wonderfully on whatever it is he plays. So at this point, I mean, I've got card advantage. I've got leader out, defender, and I haven't committed too much. So I think I'll probably be able to play Ciri pretty comfortably. Let's just pass there. He's going to push some points with the double Preachers online. a strange commitment. Okay, so each of those are... Maybe that's an overkill on my opponent here. Unless he had nothing else. Okay, so with Defender gone, potentially back with Sigrifa's right, let's hope we get Glorious Hunt, Curse of Corruption, and Ciri. Okay, this will grab Savola. I won't have enough coinage now, will I? Well, I'm not sure what I have left. I had 6, 3, and I'm at to 6. This will put me up to 9. I'll be able to get Savola out. Let's dump our Urchin. We can poison. Now we have double poison to take care of a defender potentially. And we have a dump off with Ciri. So let's get rid of this Thunder. Okay, it's going to be a Thunder then. I don't foresee a push. But we will play with this. Now I've got to be careful with Glorious Hunt.
Yield and save me some time.
Let's get the coinage. Okay, so let's pass. We got some internet lag here. Okay, I would love to get my Von Herst and some of my removal engines. Curse of Corruption would be good if this is an Arnagad deck. If it is an Arnagad deck, I'm going to want to be careful with my... Okay, so this might be a problem, actually. Now that I've got Ciri online, let's kick this, because he's not going to have anything taller. We don't want that. Curse of Corruption is good. So I get to go first here. Got the double poison. He's probably going to purify anyways. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to poison Ciri.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
I just don't want Saul to go too big that my curse is going to end up being a misplay because it'll have to hit Saul. I'm thinking my opponent may be playing Arnagad.
God's protect
Okay,
us.
so that's my... So my suspicion is correct. So if he plays Arnagad front row, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get Savola out using Thunder. It's going to consume all my coinage, unfortunately, but I think it's a good play.
No one can stop the Salamandra.
Hold on to this. We'll see how Bekker's plays out here. This will profit 1.
Fill our hearts with roar.
See if he's playing Purify. Now, it would have been great to get a hold of Von Herst. Unfortunately, I missed it. I could dig for it. He's going to purify that engine, which is awesome.
That is your brilliant move. Really?
Purify his defender. So we're going to be able to kill Bekker's, and we're going to be able to kill... I think for the time being, let's see if we can get... this isn't going to grow super tall anyways, so it's only going to go 2 a turn.
Collection's pride. Ever witnessed anything equal?
This will grow at a faster rate, so... Let's see if we see... Oh! These are both going to grow really, really tall. Okay, I'm gonna dig and see if I can find my Von Herst. Nice, right at the top.
Flour, a quarter of fish stick.
Else, remove his cowl, then his ears.
Yeah, so he's gonna boost that up, and then I'll hit that with Curse of Corruption. So this isn't going to be an Arnagad deck. If that's another, I'll just hit that with my Thunder.
Accept our sacrifice.
Okay, my turn. It was really nice of him to purify his defender, actually.
Lying penance, you confirm your guilt. Crack and eat me gully.
Okay, 13. Alright, so let's just... We gotta be careful. We don't want Saul going up too quickly now, do we? Maybe for the time being, we'll just use Surrender. Let's go this route. No.
Better than paying taxes.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Okay, so... And my Saul is pretty vulnerable. Yeah, it's good to hold on to Surrender because now I can... I think I better be careful with that. Let's use the Curse of Corruption now. I don't want to get into a point where Curse is bricked. No, it'll always be okay, won't it? Yeah, this is our play, I think. Good game. Okay, another hidden cache.
Control the docks, control the city.
Could it be a mirror match? Unlikely. Okay, now his pesky defender is going to be tricky to deal with. So I'm going to hold on to my Surrender just to deal with his defender. I'm going second here. This will grab my Ciri. This is a good little engine. These would be good to have, and a couple poisons. I'm happy with this. Now my opponent could be playing a Payday, which will deal with Von Herst immediately. Interesting. It's not really a rush to deal with that because my Bekkers will always deal with that. So let's get our biggest engine happening here.
Many of ours have died of late.
You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
This will show my opponent that I mean business. So he's not gonna... He'll play some decent cards, or he'll just remove that. Now, if he doesn't have removal, that's a great sign.
It's been a long, hard road, hasn't it?
We'll get this... Let's not get carried away here. 2 a turn. Now this is the better play because we get 2 a turn, but maybe we're getting greedy. So let's go ahead and just use the peaches. If my opponent is playing Passive Flora, I would like to get that out of him ideally. And I don't want to go tall if my opponent's also playing Defender. Or sorry, Poison. He is playing some poison, it appears. Now, I think it would be a great idea just to poison that unit. And while we're at it, get some coinage.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Now, I think something as simple as a Bekker's would pretty much take the round. No, he's not going to go. I think I need to do this.
Remove his cowl, then his ears!
Yeah, let's just dump... That's an interesting play. To put the poison on this now. Let's play defender here. Now that should take the round. Let's see if my opponent pushes.
Penance, you confirm your guilt.
Okay. Let's get our Ciri out. Now I think probably a... I've got Ciri out and card advantage. I could just use my Curse of Corruption to secure the round on even with Ciri. By the look of it, this is a Salamander deck.
I'd be ashamed to let this bounty go to waste.
Well, I think this is my better commitment. Just two. I don't know. Let's go for the poison.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
Oh, well, yes, I do still get the coinage, even though it was a veiled unit. Okay, now my Curse of Corruption to hit this would be pretty good. Or potentially something even taller.
Don't get caught. Hit him between the legs.
Yeah, go a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, so we'll just get that Sea Jackal at 13 points. He's out of coins. Let's play. He doesn't want to push with any other cards in his hand, that'd be my guess. And I still have a pretty good surrender in the event that my opponent would like to continue. So, 9 coins carryover. Cut that in half. Does that go to 4 or 5? I'm not sure. I don't play a ton of Syndicate. My best guess is this is a poison pile. Let's try to get a hold of our Savola. Okay, I'm going to push into this a little bit.
To see a fear one day with mine own eyes.
Okay, I think I'll play my Hound next. I'm holding on this just to see if I can deny his possibly Salamander play. Good game. Okay, so all right, playing some Carapace. Could be a Cache. Okay, so I do have my Ciri Nova in hand. This will be good for some larva. Some poison. A double poison. Let's kick our... Let's hold that. Is he gonna... This could grab my Savola when I need it. We'll stick with this. Oops, I didn't mean to actually click that, but our best engine is this.
It's a flower, a quarter of a stick, and a corpse.
And that will get out
Remove his cowl.
my Flying Redanian. I probably shouldn't have clicked the coinage here. Just get some more engines happening. Oh, this is the Fuchsia Briefs deck. He's going to pull out a couple Ono Conquerors.
Nothing rivals skinning you.
So I'm going to hold my surrender to kill his double old spear tips. That would be my guess. For the time being, we'll just hit this.
It's been a long, hard road, hasn't it?
We know he's going to have Cache as well. Oh, that's tempting. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do, folks? Let's Azar. We'll pay the tribute.
He venerates not the fire.
He does have dominance. Okay. Well played. He's got some pointage on us. Now, what would be a good poison? Let's just get our Ciri down. Got a good engine piece happening. We're up 17 points. He has 4 thriving units on the board. But I think I could pass comfortably unless he goes big. So he's going to Tatterwing that for 12. So if he goes 12 right now, that'll be... That's going to play for 18. I do have Ciri on board. Let's just play our Surrender. I think that's a decent play. It would be better for Cache, I think, but that's not bad. Now we could Osriel that. We don't want him winning the round, so let's just go ahead and poison that.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
We held back the fist tech because the coinage, I don't need the coinage at the moment. He's committed pretty much everything, so he will have an Osriel back. So at this point, I think I just need to push until I get his Cache out. Now this is going to be good on an Osriel, that's for sure. Double poison, my tallest unit here. Do I have enough? I will be able to get Saul out also. So we're going to stick with that. I will start with Saul.
They belong to me, and me alone.
We get a leader out. And that's not going to proc that just yet, so I can get away. I think that's a good pass. I do have Saul in hand, drawn by this. I have 6 coins. Cache's out. Osriel's left. What's left? I'm just going to pass. A little bit premature, I think, on the Cache. It's kind of fun to play against it, but predictable if you know the deck list. So I am missing some cards here, so would like this, ideally. My Curse of Corruption, one of these other ones. Let's do a little bit of digging. We don't need to have all this poison. He's going to consume, so I might need the extra poison. Let's get rid of the Thunder. The Spender. Ooh, missed some cards. Unfortunately. Well, we know what the opponent's doing here, so let's just poison. Maybe he'll consume that or purify it for us.
She's rather hungry, it seems.
What else is he going to spawn in this deck, I wonder? Well, for the time being, we'll just get rid of the Defender. May regret that. Idaren is a tricky little card. Okay, so that's playing for 9 with the On-El Conquerors. I could take that out with the Bekkers, but is he playing removal, I wonder? I think what I'll do is I'm just going to pay the tribute here for my Savola.
Take no prisoners! No prisoners!
Okay. Now, Glorious Hunt isn't going to play for much. This could play on an Osriel. I wouldn't mind this, to be honest. Let's see what my opponent does. Okay, not bad, not bad. Still hasn't spawned much. We'll hold this because this is my spender. Why don't we, why don't we poison one of those fellas? I do have, potentially, no, I don't even have another poison in hand, so... Could dig for Curse of Corruption. I think that's a good idea. Let's hope we can get it at the very end, but it's unfortunate that we had to pay so much. It was the very last card in my pile, but we did get some good pointage out of that. Well, that was a negative play, unfortunately. He did deny the poison, but he didn't know that I didn't have another one. So right back to where we were. Now this is obviously an Osriel, so I'm just gonna play this. Boost my cards up. Just in case that card is removed. And we'll take out his Osriel. Good game. That was fun.